Welcome back to Gardening with Tom and Gayle. We've been talking about bugs. But if you'd like to get involved, if you have questions about problems in your lawn or difficulties out there in the garden, whether you're thinking about doing some landscaping projects and would like to have some tips, please give us a call. It's 547-8726. And, of course, we work at the flower farm so that you can stop by literally 7 days a week if you'd like to. And we'll help you out in person, but it's we're literally there from 8:30 until 6 every single day. Well, Gail, there's a lot more bugs than what we just talked about, and of course they all seem to have their own favorite food to chew on. But there's the fact that we like to pass along how the damage appears so that people can really have a better idea of what they're seeing as far as actual bugs chewing.
Well, on snails, those are odd little creatures. I kind of think of them like a little Hoover vacuum cleaner because they'll kind of suck up layers of the tissue. So sometimes you'll see that kind of irregular margin, but it almost looks like one layer is gone from the top and there's still one left down below. So it's a unique sort of a damage that they can do. It's not always that way. And they can take big chunks of tender things like cucumbers.
Very fast, they literally seem to chew in a circle. And so particularly one of their favorite is hostas, of course. But we see nice irregular round circles here and there and every place. And that's always the absolute giveaway that you've got some serious snail or slug. And the only difference between snail and slug, snails are with shells and slugs have no shells. But they're both out there chewing on your plants regardless of what you call them. And the damage is pretty significant. And because they literally multiply at a great rate, particularly because we have to water so much, this is the ideal condition for them. And again, they typically are a nighttime forager, just like so many other things. You know, the grasshoppers are out during the day, but a lot of these things are really kind of difficult to see because they literally do most of the damage at night.
And you could use the bait solution on the snails and the slugs as well. But I was going to mention, if you are uncomfortable or you're not sure about which bug is causing the damage, one of the ways to figure out what it is to take a piece of newspaper, dampen it, roll it up, and put it at the base of the plant where you're noticing the damage. And then in the morning, go out and retrieve that paper, see what's nice, crawled inside of it.
Dark, moist hidey hole that's right there next to the banquet supply.
Yeah, so that's a good way to do some detective work.
Well, I had a gentleman who brought in an ornamental pear, and this is a beautiful purple leaf plum. But the ugly part was the fact that the leaves had gotten really distorted and wrapped up on each other.
Oh, yeah, I saw one of those too.
It's just classic where these little guys literally cause such distortion as they're feeding, as the leaf literally protects them from any other type of predator. So it hides them from the ladybugs, keeps them the lace leaves away from them. They can't get any assassin bugs in there. So they have learned a trick to protect themselves by simply making the leaf so distorted that it keeps them hidden. We see the same type of damage on many other trees, unfortunately. So it's something to watch for because this curling leaf is almost always caused by aphids. But these aphids are fairly easy to control.
Well, again, you said ornamental, so that's super easy. You just put the systemic tree and shrub on there that you mix in water and pour it around the base. But if it's an edible plum, it's slightly different.
You have to take an entirely different approach. And so that has to be considered too. And sadly, we see aphids on lots of different things besides ornamentals. We see them in the garden, we see them on roses, we see them on a lot of different type of flowers. So how we approach it is really kind of critical. And for things that are going to be eaten, or for the edible plums, we would use something completely different.
Well, there's a product called neem pie, which is derived from the neem oil and pyrethrins, and that's a good kind of a soft sort of spray that you can use on fruit trees. Good old malathion is still out there.
Here. And, of course, the 7 spray will also work, too.
But you have to remember to target the underside of the leaf where the little critters are hiding. And primarily tips as well, because they like the tender, succulent growth on the plant.
And speaking of roses, we should mention the fact that today is the Rose Show. And the Rose Show is literally open to the public this afternoon. And it's happening at the Richland Community Center. And it is literally open from 1 o'clock to 4 for the public, and it's for free. So if you enjoy roses or really want to inspire yourself to get involved with roses, then please take a chance to go over to Richland, go to the community center that's right next to the park, and enjoy just an incredible display of many different types of roses and a beautiful selection of different ways to display roses. They put an awful lot of work into this. This is really the crowning achievement for the Rose Society. And so this is something that you can enjoy, and it's for free. So
well, and it's a good way to determine which roses have the fragrances that you like, too, because there's a wide variation in the scents of different roses.
So take an opportunity of going over to the Rose Show. You will get a lot more out of it than you might imagine besides just an enjoyable, breathtaking selection. Like Gail says, there's just a surprising number of things that are really quite fragrant, too. Well, we need to take another break, Gail, but we'll be right back. If you'd like to give us a call, whether it's questions or whether comments, it's 547-8726. We'll be right back.